Hey y'all, and welcome to the No Rules Just Vibes podcast. I'm your host Maya and Jill, and today is the first episode of 2021. I'm so excited. I just want to take a minute to say thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have been amazing. I started this podcast in December, at the beginning of December, so we're literally 1 month in, and we've already received listens all over the US, but the UK and Germany. So we lit. But no, seriously, thank y'all. This has been an amazing journey so far, and I am just so excited to see where this goes this year. I have so many big things planned, and we are growing, and I'm just so excited to bring y'all more interesting topics and interesting guests. So definitely stay tuned, stay on the lookout, make sure you share, follow, rate, review. All of that is appreciated. I don't know how many other ways to say that. It just means so much to me, to know that y'all are listening and just getting so much good feedback. I'm just so excited. I'm full. I'm just so full right now. You know, I could cry, but I'm a G, so I'm not gonna do that. But I really just want to say thank y'all, and I just kind of wanted to take a minute to just, show y'all my appreciation. With that being said, I'm here solo today. I thought it was extremely important to be here alone today, just because this is the first episode of the year, and it's important for me to just kind of set the tone. And so I just wanted to take a minute just to kind of encourage y'all and motivate y'all as we go into this new year, just because 2020 was chaotic. I mean, it was literally crazy on so many different levels. Just not just the coronavirus pandemic, but we lost so many people. People lost jobs. Just political chaos, racial injustice at a forefront like we've never seen before. Just haven't seen in a long time. Just chaotic. Like, that's the only thing that I could say to describe it. So I wanted to just take today and just kind of focus on some things that we are leaving in 2020. So we are approaching 2021 very different. And so the first thing I would say, and I'm not going to keep y'all long, I'm just going to give 3 things that I think we should leave in 2020. And this is just as much of a word for me as it is for y'all. But the first thing I think we should leave in 2020 is self-doubt. I struggled with it this past year like never before. And I'm that girl. Like, I've always known that, like, I'm her. I've never struggled with that. For some reason, self-doubt kind of came over me in a different way that I've never really experienced. So that's something that I think we all should leave in 2020. Like, I think we have to realize that we belong in these spaces. Whatever space that is, we belong in them. And I think 2021 is the year that we remind ourselves who we are. And I think this is so important to me because it's amazing that we have the experience, we have the qualifications, everything we need, and we still doubt ourselves. Me included. I've been in spaces where for instance, I'm an attorney, and I've been in legal spaces and I've struggled with self-doubt. And it's like, no, girl, like, you put in the work, you have the degree, you studied, you prepared for this moment. Why are you struggling with self-doubt? So I don't know who that's for, but you're qualified. You are qualified, and you are meant to be in that space. So the self-doubt, that stops today. We are not taking that into 2021. And you have to know that you're meant to be where you are. You bring value. You're meant for this moment. We're not struggling with imposter syndrome in 2021, y'all. We're not doing that. And that's even if it's something that we're uncertain about, we're still confident because we know we have the tools that we need, the resources, the knowledge to figure it out. We have that much confidence. We are not going into 2021 struggling with imposter syndrome. Period. We are more than capable. And I need me and you to have that attitude as we go into 2021. I don't care how new of a journey it is. I don't care how new of a space it is, something you've never done before, stop doubting yourself and know that you have put in the work. You are prepared. You are meant to be in that space. So no more self-doubt. That's the first thing. That's the major thing. I think that we just kind of need to get it in our brains that like this is who we are. We're supposed to be here. We're meant for this. That's kind of, I don't know how many other ways to say it. You're capable. Literally, and you add value. I don't care what it is. You add value. Somebody is inspired. Somebody is encouraged. Somebody is motivated. Somebody is better because of what you brought to the table. Period. I don't care how many times people try to make you feel like you're not supposed to be there. You're not qualified. I was gonna tell y'all where they can go, but I'm gonna keep it PG. But just know that you're meant to be here in this moment. And so with that being said, I think the next thing we should leave in 2020 is laziness. I gotta be honest, I struggled with this, and I saw, I don't know if it's the pandemic or just being at home a lot this year, but I definitely struggle with laziness, and I'm not doing it in 2021. I'm just not. It's time for us to get disciplined. It's time for us to stop procrastinating. And we hear these things like, oh, manifestation, affirmation. You can affirm whatever you want. If you don't put in the work, the affirmations are in vain. Period. Point blank. Manifestation is twofold. It's unwavering belief. So there's an unwavering faith that you have to have, and it's consistent action. And I think a lot of the times we kind of hear a lot about that unwavering belief and speak it and think it and it'll come to pass. That's true, but you can't underestimate or just neglect the action and the work that it takes to really manifest your dreams and to manifest your goals. You can't be lazy. You literally have to put in the work, and you can't procrastinate. It's time to get disciplined. And that's for me. I mean, it may not be for y'all, but that's for me. That's literally for me. And, and that's even spiritual. Faith without works is dead. We have to do our part. We have to put in the work. It's time to get serious and write down the things that we are believing God for. And if you haven't done, I think vision boards are very, very impactful. And if you haven't done one, or if you've never done one, if you haven't done one this year, or if you've never done one, you need to do one. I've done a vision board every year for probably the last, I would say 5 years, maybe 4 or 5 years. And it's literally been transformational. And throughout the year, I look at my vision board just to refocus and to make sure I'm still doing the things that are in line with where I see myself and where I want to be. So definitely do a vision board, or just write things down. I think it's you're more inclined to do the things that you write down. So even if it's you're going to work every day, at the start of your day, write down everything that you're going to accomplish that day at work. And then just as you go down the list, scratch it off. Do the same thing with your goals, your Q1 goals for my business owners, your financial goals, where you see yourself financially, what you want to make per month. Write it down. Write it down. Make it real. Make it tangible. That's something that, you just have to take. We got to stop talking about things. We have to take that next step and actually put in the work. And some of y'all need to fast. Fast and pray. That's what I'm doing currently. I'm on a 21-day fast. I do 2 a year. I do one at the beginning of the year, and I do one mid-year. And I do it just to get that clarity and that direction, and just to detox myself spiritually, mentally, physically, just to, keep my spirit disciplined. Keep me grounded in my faith, so that I know that I can hear from God in those things that I need to hear from him from. And some of y'all need to do that. Whatever the case may be. I mean, it may not look like the things that I'm doing, but whatever it is, you need to actually start putting in the work. We got to stop being lazy in 2021. We're not doing that. We're leaving that in 2020. Period. get your behind up and do the things that you need to do to be where you want to be and where you see yourself. You have to put in the work. Like I said, you can affirm it however many times you want. If you're not putting in the work, it's not going to happen. You can pray for your husband and affirm your husband 20 times a day. And if all you doing is sitting in the house watching Netflix, you're going to be single. Period. It's a two-part thing. You have to affirm, believe, have the faith, but you also have to do the work. And so that's what we're doing in 2021. No excuses. It's time to get serious, and it's time to put in the work. And lastly, I think we have to leave ungratefulness in 2020. And I think that's very specific to 2020, just because if that year didn't show us anything else, it showed us the things that we take for granted. Well, it showed me the things that I take for granted. I'll put it like that. I'll make it personal. Because being able to physically see your family, being able to travel, having a job, access to technology, so many people didn't have that. So many people lost so much. I mean, they didn't have the capabilities to do things virtually. They didn't have a job. They were unemployed. So many people lost family members. Let alone, you're not going to, see your family in person. Some people couldn't even visit their family as they were passing away in the hospital. We take so many things for granted. And I think 2020 just really showed me how ungrateful I am with the things that I already have. I'm still here in 2021 to even be able to do this podcast. That's a blessing in itself. So we gotta have more gratitude this year. We are beyond blessed. Beyond blessed. And even more so, I think we have to stop operating from a position of lack. Because I think 2020 it just kind of made a lot of us just focus on the things that we lost and the things that we don't have. And I'm not doing that in 2021. I'm focusing on the things that I have: life, family, a job. I don't have anything to complain about. I think we just have to change our attitude and be grateful. Stop saying you hate your job. It's so many people unemployed, lost their job, lost their business, and are not going to recover. Be grateful that you have a job. And just ask God for more. If that's what you're wanting, it's okay to ask for more, but I think God honors gratitude. And so I think that's kind of the last thing that I wanted to just focus on as we go into the new year, because I think it's a heart thing. We got to start being more thankful, enjoying the moment more, taking advantage of different opportunities. I'm believing that it's going to clear up. The coronavirus and the pandemic is going to clear up. And y'all, when it does, I am outside. I'm naturally a homebody, but this past year, not being able to go, not being able to travel, not being able to really see my friends and hang out, I took that for granted. And I didn't realize how much I missed it until I was, I couldn't do it. I'm outside, y'all. I'm literally outside. I'm traveling every chance I get. I'm going to brunch, bottomless mimosas, dinner, wherever. I am outside. I'm visiting my family more. I'm going to physically see them more. Just enjoying the things that I do have and being thankful. Just approaching things completely different. Being thankful for my finances. Yes, I want to make more money. Yes, I want to increase my income. But being thankful that I already have enough income, to pay my bills and to do the things that I like to do. Just, it's a heart thing. It's an attitude thing. So, like I said, this was going to be super short. But I think those are like the three main things that I think we should really, really leave into 2020 and just rechannel our focus as we go into 2021. So no self-doubt. We're meant to be in the spaces that we are in. We're more than capable and we add value. No more laziness. It's time to get disciplined. It's time to stop procrastinating and do the work. We're manifesting. We're truly manifesting. We're doing more than just talking about it, but we're actually, stepping up, showing up every day. And we're being thankful for the things that we have. So yeah, that's kind of all I got for y'all today. Make sure y'all, like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe, rate, review. I will be having a live podcast kind of discussion on Clubhouse. I do these every week now. It just gives me an opportunity to connect with y'all on a more personal level and just kind of hear y'all thoughts and so we'll be talking about the things that y'all are leaving in 2020. So make sure you follow my Instagram page. That's where I usually post the time and the day so you can stay connected. And yeah, stay tuned. It's a lot to come in 2021. I love y'all and I hope you guys have an amazing new year and 2021. Talk to y'all next week.